Hello, sir.
Hello, sir, in person. This is like a once a year type of thing for us right now.
I think, yeah, I bet if you looked at the year ago episode, you
Yeah.
would see that it's this.
Yes.
Us in a hotel room.
We have descended upon Las Vegas for MicroConf.
We have, yeah. 2019. I'm psyched.
Yeah.
When did you get here?
I came in earlier today, so this is Sunday, the Sunday of the kickoff of growth. Went straight to a coffee shop to try to get a little bit of work done.
Really?
I know as soon as I come to the Tropicana, I'm going to see a bunch of people, and work will not be happening.
Yes,
so,
very true.
Yeah. And I needed a little bit of introvert readiness time to stock up some energy.
Totally. Yeah, I hear you.
So, yeah.
Are you stocked?
I think I'm well stocked, yeah.
Okay, nice. I'm feeling the opposite. I'm jazzed, hanging out with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
I've been surrounded by
personality.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah.
Talks are tomorrow.
Yeah, and you're you're emceeing Starter this year, right?
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
So I have 2 days of growth, and then I am emceeing Starter, and then my talk is at the very end of Starter.
Okay. So you're going to be pacing your vocal cords the
Yes.
whole time.
This is gonna be a week.
Yeah.
I'm in Vegas all week, and at the end of it, I'm giving my talk.
That's a lot of Vegas.
It's a lot of Vegas.
It's a lot of smoky air.
Yes, it is. If I could change one thing about Vegas, it would be that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it'll be good. So the slides were technically due a couple days ago, and so I submitted the first version of a talk, and then I got on the airplane, and I sat there for 5 hours with no stimulation, and I was like, nope, I need to change everything.
Whoa.
And I rewrote the talk.
Whoa.
Basically, on my phone.
Wow.
The first one was fine. I could definitely give that talk, and it was okay. But I think I just came up with some better stuff.
Okay.
And so I have some notes I'm really excited to roll into the talk. So I'm going to redo some of the slides and send them over. And this is just
This is an expert mode speaker. See, if I were giving a talk, because I've basically spoken only a few times in this type of capacity, I would probably be spending a month in advance writing it and practicing it, and it'd be way too terrifying to change it last minute. So
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah. I wish I had started this a month ago. That'd be nice. That'd be good. That'd be better. I like working from a loose framework.
Yeah.
And I just kind of run it until it gets good. Mm-hmm. And I realized I can't write a good talk. I don't know how to write a good talk. Mm-hmm. I know how to write a crappy version 1 and then kind of just iterate my way towards something that feels better.
Yeah.
But I did have this kind of nice discontinuous moment where I was just on the plane and I was like, oh, you know what would be cooler is if I just dropped this whole one thing I'm doing and did it very differently. Mm. So I feel the talk was by my standards before it was a B. It'd be a solid B+.
Yeah.
And now I think I'm starting, some of this new stuff might creep into the A range.
Nice.
So the reframe for me actually was, so that my original plan was to give a talk about the last year of Tuple. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, well, okay, here's the story. Start at the beginning and tell the whole story and then bring it up to the today and then maybe talk about a couple deep dives at the end.
Yeah.
And that worked pretty well, but I was sitting on the plane thinking if I were going to talk to a person like a normal human, mm-hmm. What might I want to tell them? Mm-hmm. And I was actually specifically, if I were talking to someone and I knew they were about to go do what I just did, what would I tell them?
This already sounds better.
Right? Yeah. And I was oh, yeah, that's way better. And I just started thinking what are some of the tactics that we tried that worked and then ones that didn't work?
Yeah.
What are some of the philosophies that I feel I've kind of just
mm-hmm.
settled on
mm-hmm.
over time?
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple specific stories that are kind of the highlights, interesting stories relevant from the thing. As soon as I that clicked into my brain, I was I just started furiously writing notes and bullet points and everything changed.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that was there was a huge shift in that one moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel really good.
Telling a full timeline is good. I don't think that would have been bad, but yeah, it's this is an audience that's hungry for what are those learnings from the early stage of something.
Totally.
And what's the most important stuff, and make it just really dense with value.
Yes.
Right.
That's the thing. I was that's the sign that I felt I was onto something.
Yeah.
Was I was okay, how do I teach them something useful in the first 1 minute? Mm-hmm. And I was oh, I have an idea for that. Here's the first thing I'm gonna say. And as soon as I started thinking about that, and just make it ridiculously useful as best I can. Yeah. And I was okay, I think I can do that. Yeah. That's a better thing than tell a nice story, because the story is fine. It's kind of interesting, and it's interesting enough to have a podcast about apparently.
Yeah, I hope so.
But it's not it's not a movie. It's not fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. You could have probably swung more towards the inspirational side and tried to go that angle, which I think there's room for both types of talks. But I think you just have a lot of learnings that are very tactical that could be,
Yeah, agreed. And so as soon as I was thinking what would I tell someone? Yeah. I was oh, yep, I wouldn't spend 25 minutes telling them every detail about the past. It's that's fine. Yeah. But so I'm excited about version 2.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. Good. So that was good. I was thinking of some goals for MicroConf this year.
Yeah.
And my most important goal I decided was like literally just to connect with people, like quality time with friends.
Yeah.
So there's a couple things that are explicitly not on my list of goals. Like one is like catch all the talks.
Yeah. I had a similar goal this year coming in because in prior years I've tried to be very diligent about seeing everything just because like this is part of the package. And I've released myself of that because last year it just happened organically where the hallway track happened sometimes during talks and I would just end up skipping one and it's like that was totally worth it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like they're recorded.
Yeah.
You could talk to that speaker later if you're like, oh, I really wish I'd seen that copyright talk. Like catch them while they're having a drink and be like, help me or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've decided like I'm definitely going to feel no guilt about that. That's an explicit non-goal this year is the talks. And somewhat of a non-goal to me is going to be to like meet a ton of new people.
Yeah.
So sometimes at MicroConf I have like a little bit of that like I should do all the things FOMO.
Yeah.
Like some people are going to go to Red Rocks and some people are going to go to the thing and then the people are getting breakfast over here and then I should get lunch with them. Like I'm going to have plenty of social interactions with people. Like I'm friendly. I like meeting new people, but I'm not like I need to be here to like kind of like network and meet a lot of people because now my list of people that I know already and like is so long that like I want to invest in that. Like this is one of those limited times where I can actually hang out with people in person.
You don't want to spread yourself too thin. I kind of get in the same scenario now where I know a lot of people just from coming for the last 7 times or whatever. So now it's just like where to focus that energy.
Yep. Yeah. Totally. I don't see you that often, so like, if I don't make like I can make time to meet a new person, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like if you and I can hang out for a little bit, like that's more interesting to me, honestly.
Yep.
So those are my big goals. I also kind of I'm craving a designer. There's just a number of things I want to do where like I was like I wish there was just like a design person I could just give this to. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep my eye open for people that know like a good. Part-time-ish kind of designer
because Steve Schoger went off and wrote a super successful book and now he doesn't have time for us anymore, does he?
Now that he's like a millionaire from the info product world, it's hard to sway him with $100 an hour or whatever it is. Yeah, which is fine. Congrats to him. Yes,
we love you, Steve.
Yeah. I'm feeling a sense of optimism. Yeah, something about like coming to MicroConf is like we're gonna make this work. Like there's just I don't know, there's a lot of helpful, knowledgeable people around. Yeah. And it's like, I feel like with the team we've got and like the things going on and like all these people around here, I'm feeling positive.
Yeah. So I will admit coming into this MicroConf, some years I feel I always come in with like a different perspective. Like last year I had just left Drip. Yeah. And so I came in with like this kind of optimism about this new thing I'm starting. It's very early stages. I had just literally started to focus my energy on it because it was just a few weeks after I left Drip. So it was like a new thing and I was full of optimism. This year it's like I'm now a year into it. I'm feeling good about some things, not so good about other parts of it. And so just trying to like play in my head when someone asks me, how's level going? What am I going to say? Yeah. And I don't want to sugarcoat things. I always want to be authentic anyways. So I'm like trying to think about like I was reflecting on this on the plane. Like what am I going to say? What's the state of things? And I think I kind of arrived at like, well, it's the startup roller coaster, and we can dig into what that means. And then the nice thing is a lot of people listen to this podcast. Yeah. So a lot of the people here have kind of a base level of like, okay, I know that you had your early access and you had this and you had that. So then they're like, now what's the story off the podcast? And I'm like, actually, you have most of it, but we can, because I pretty much say everything on here. Yeah. But then like we can dig into some specifics. And I've already had a few conversations today where it's just so comforting talking to people who have been there. So I'm like, well, here's one thing I'm struggling with is like I had hoped a lot more people would be willing to fully adopt this on their team, and that's proving to be difficult, even with people that I know, like founders who are friends of mine. Like even convincing some of those people to like really give it a try, it's just like difficult because this is a big deal to switch your team to a different tool. And that just kind of, you get a knowing nod from people. They're like, and even if they haven't had an exact type of situation, like they have experience, they've been there, and so then you start to get wisdom from them, and it just feels so good.
Totally.
So I came in feeling like I don't feel super positive about stuff, but then when I'm just honest with people and then I start to get their raw thoughts and wisdom, it's just super helpful.
Yeah.
So
having like a tribe of people that get it is so nice.
Yeah.
I think that's some of like where some of my energy is coming from. It's just like, there's a bunch of people here going through highs and lows and trying to make things work. Yeah. And it's also fun for me I kind of love giving advice. It's like it's so fun.
Yeah.
Like if it's all of the fun and none of the hard work.
Right.
And so I was like talking to somebody today, and I was like, oh, I think your problem is this, and maybe it's this. And you should consider this. And it's just like, oh man, like it's just enjoyable to turn my mind to somebody else's things.
Yeah.
But I had this moment where this great Sam Harris quote where he was saying, wisdom is the ability to take your own good advice. He's like, if someone came to me and said, here's a list of my problems, and it was all of my problems, I would know how to solve them in no time at all.
Right.
And it was like, oh man, it's like, yeah.
And why do you think it's so hard for us to follow our own advice?
Man, I wish I knew. That's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have so many instances in my own life of like, hey, this behavior does good things for me, and I stopped doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, why did I stop doing this? Like, I just got distracted or something, or I don't know.
But I do feel like it helps to vocalize when people start to dig in, like I'm explaining, like, well, I haven't touched this list of like handle reservations because I'm trying to move slowly, but I want to move in that direction. And like, as I'm kind of explaining my strategy, it's like, I'm like almost giving myself advice in that moment. And then I'm like, now that I've vocalized this to you, I feel like I really know what I need. I've known all along, I think, what I need to do.
Yeah.
And that was one of my items. Like, to take an example, I jotted down like 5 of these of just like, would like to gain clarity on these 5 things. And that was one of them. It's just like, how do I get more sample size of people trying the product? How do I broaden this out? And I think I pretty much know, but I think just getting other founders to kind of validate it just enough to push me over the edge and feel confident. So
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. And the conference hasn't even started yet.
Right.
So, there you go. You can go home.
Off to a good start.
Yeah. I've been thinking more about opening up a bit more, like opening the faucet again, kind of. Like we have more infrastructure than we did before for onboarding teams.
Yeah.
And there's not much more to build to like make it even more self-serve. The MRR is kind of creeping up, but it's like I want to get it to a level where like we feel more comfortable, like this is more sustainable, like cut the burn. And so it's like, okay, like over the next couple months, nothing is more important than this. And so if I build a little bit of stuff, I can start inviting cohorts from the email list, I think. And it's like, wow, there's like 4,000 people on that list now. So it's like, okay, 1% is 40 teams. Like, okay, that gets me a good chunk of the goal.
What's your hesitation for not? Do you just have things you need to build before you feel comfortable doing that, or like what's the biggest blocker? I guess
fear, probably.
Yeah.
So some of it is just like right now, there's not like you can go here and click a thing and enter a credit card.
Right.
So it's like I need to get the Stripe checkout thing on a page. Okay, so that's one day. Next problem, idiot. And so it's a little bit of like just self-serve stuff, and then like currently you can add people to your team, but you can't remove them, so you can't like adjust how many seats you're using, and there's like some Stripe billing stuff to work on and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think there's honestly part of it really is where it's just like having control right now and like vetting everybody that comes through and like knowing they're a good fit is like comforting to me.
Yeah.
And like the idea of opening it up more is like a little scary.
Yeah. Similar with me, I think, on opening it up. Although now I'm coming to the place of like, I actually don't feel like I know what makes someone a really good fit. I felt like I had a hypothesis about that, and you kind of applied that hypothesis to the early access phase, and it didn't turn out with the volume that I would have wanted. So now it's like I'm kind of swinging back into the realm of like maybe just let people vote with their dollars if they're willing to pay money for a trial of this. I mean, it may end up wasting some of my time listening to them and they ultimately churn out, but I don't know. Or I might find that like, oh, I've discovered a really good like niche within the niche of people who, if I can find more of those, then I'm on the right track, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
the thing that's like the idea that scares me, I think, is like, what if we email everyone and then that like some number of people convert and then what? It's like now I have to go figure out marketing. Whereas like it feels like I have this asset. And like if we spend down the asset, like we're gonna get something out of it. But then it's like also like, all right, and now what?
Right.
Like, oh boy, like I'm living in like kind of a happy land where like there's enough inbound where it's just kind of like, oh, if I just kind of like bring in a couple teams a month or per week, it's like from the inbound stuff. And it's like, ooh, but if we go through that whole list, now is the trickle enough going forward?
Right. Yeah.
But like that's like fine, like solve the next. That's the next. Okay, maybe that's the next problem. Like fine, like let's get to the next problem.
Yeah. I think that's another good thing at MicroConf. You kind of get exposure to what's working for people across different industries or different software industries at least. I'm curious to hear from people like what's what's working these days for your SEO strategy? You know, like what's really effective for that? I think I kind of have a rough idea of it, but like I haven't heard from, you know, someone lately who's like really being successful with SEO.
Yeah.
I know that'll be a thing. You know, eventually kind of the personal audience marketing will come to an end or reach its logical conclusion, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Surely.
Yeah.
At some point. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm almost doubling down on that, like, people buying from people thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like putting more of ourselves in the marketing and the message and all that.
Yeah. And I think then it will at a certain point maybe, you know, grows beyond your Twitter following, your personal email list, and this podcast listenership.
Yeah.
And if it grows from there, then it's a strategy that's your you know?
Yeah,
but like, I guess you see a lot of people kind of, they start with their own personal following, and then if you're not thinking about strategy for how to keep that going, then you kind of dries up.
Could run out of that.
Yeah.
That's true. So, I had a chat this morning at breakfast with someone who records a custom video for everyone that buys one of his things, and he has like an app for it that he like on like Bonjour or something like that, Bonjoro, something like that. But it's on his phone, and he gets like a to-do list of people to, and like it's like he has it hooked up with Zapier, so it's like this email address bought this product, and this is their name, and so he taps it and he's like, "Hey, Bill, I saw you bought whatever." And that's cool. Thanks for doing it. Really appreciate it. And like send. And it's just like can do this with like a couple taps on the phone.
Yeah.
And he says like his customers are going like they go nuts for it because they kind of assume they're buying from this faceless conglomerate, and then they get a custom video, and it's like
that's awesome.
He says like I've sent hundreds of them, and like the response has been really positive. And for a while I was doing videos for teams, and it's like a classic example. Like I had this good behavior that people liked, and it was going well. Like I just stopped doing it just because it kind of fell off the radar.
Right.
But I really want to get back to that. If maybe not like, I mean, conceivably, I could do this for everyone that joins the mailing list. That'd be maybe kind of a lot. But you definitely like every team that is doing a trial gets at least like a, hey, hello, this is me. Because I really think that whole like, there's a person behind this. We are a little startup. Like you're looking at a third of the company. Hi. Like if you email, like one of like the co-founders is going to respond. That's great in a way, you know, like I want to lean into that.
I like that because that's more scalable than a video call with everybody. You know, and you're not. Yeah, you're really just making that personal connection, which I think is a big part of the value of doing the demo. It's like, they're learning about the product, but it's also that personal connection. I think they're going to feel that from a personalized video.
Yeah,
it's short one. So
that's cool. Yeah, I've used Soapbox from Wistia for this, and that was like that was good. It's like kind of what it's meant for. It's like it was very good for those quick like things. So I want to get back to that.
I like it. I might steal that one.
The tactics are already flowing.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the nice. That's like that's one of my favorite parts of MicroConf. Like, I did this thing. You gotta check this out. Like that's like so much value there.
Yeah.
And so I was like, why would I make my talk that? Turns out I think I probably will. It's funny because when I pitched this talk to Rob, I was like, I can tell this story, and like. It probably won't have like super actionable tactics and stuff, but I'll try to like summarize some stuff at the end. He's like, "Oh, don't worry, I think it's fine to like just tell a story. It'll help kind of meet people where they are and be inspiring and whatnot."
Yeah.
And so I was just like, "Okay, great, I'll just tell a story." And like the more I worked on it, the more I was just like, "This is just not quite good enough."
Yeah.
It's like just the story is not
right.
I think it's kind of like I can instead make it useful. And give you enough of the story on the way.
Yeah.
You know, like tell snippets from the larger arc.
Yep.
And I got a plug for AOP in there a little bit. Like, by the way, if you want the full story, you could go check this out.
Nice.
I figure plugging a free product is legit.
Oh, sure.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We'll see. I'm psyched to do it. Like I was psyched on the plane, and then I got here. I honestly was feeling just like I've been feeling like lucky.
Yeah.
It's like I showed up and like we have like a nice room because I'm speaking, and it's just like I'm at a cool conference with people I like, and a whole bunch of my friends are descending on the city, and it's like this is a pretty good life. It's pretty cool. I get to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, also had a really cool experience talking to somebody, talking to a friend. And he was like, "I've been going to therapy recently." I was like, "Great, great decision. Super into that." And he's like, "I went because this other person recommended that I get into this." And he goes, and that other person goes, and I recommended it to him because I heard you talking about it on Art of Product.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my God.
Wow. We're having an impact then.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working.
Yeah, so if we can get more founders into therapy.
Yeah.
That would probably be a positive.
Yeah, I think everybody would be well served by that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in therapy yet, but I started going. I was like, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You
will not get value out of it, I guarantee it. You know?
Yeah. I was talking to another person. He's like, he's like, my therapy visits tend to like correlate with like when my MRR drops. And I was like, oh yeah, we should make a little Stripe plugin that when your MRR falls by a certain amount, it automatically schedules.
Like send a Calendly link.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, you're gonna need some mental health work right now because we can see that you're freaking out.
That's good.
Yeah, totally.
Nice. Well,
can you talk about the thing you were at before, or is that a secret thing?
Oh yeah, no. It was I was just at a gathering for Tiny Seed, the new startup incubator.
Incubator.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
The Y Combinator for Bootstrappers.
Yeah,
by Rob Walling and Einar Volset. Yeah, so they just had a little gathering. I think some of the so I'm a mentor for that, and so there were a bunch of mentors there, and a few of the companies that are in the cohort.
So some have been chosen.
Yeah. Yep. Or I think I'm not really sure what stage they're at. If like docs are officially signed, or if it's just like hey, you're in and it's a handshake at this point. I'm not sure, but I think there were at least a handful of them present. So I got to meet them, chat with them.
Did you recognize? Or did you heard of any of the companies?
Yeah. Well, a few of them I've seen from the Twitter sphere, and I'm not sure how public their membership is, so I won't mention any names. But yeah, it's people from the community, which is cool.
Nice. That's fun. Yeah, I'm excited to find out who it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if there'll be a big unveil at some point.
I don't know, and maybe there will be at this conference. I'm actually not sure what Rob has up his sleeve.
Are you an investor at Tiny Seed too, or just
not an investor? No, just a mentor. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sharing some time.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure what the mentorship looks like at this point, but Rob reached out and was like, "Hey, would you be open to doing this? It could be like, a handful of calls over the course of the 9 months or 12 months or whatever," and it's like it was a no-brainer to say yes.
Yeah, sounds fun.
Yeah.
I want to get into that game eventually.
Yeah,
just even more advice.
Exactly.
Oh man,
I'm a lover of giving advice. So
I do, and I'm at least aware. Like I caveat it. I'm like, just so you know, like I have no idea.
Right.
Like this is what I think, but like you should take it or leave it, all of this, because I'm just making stuff up. I'm not overly enamored with my own advice, but I do like giving it out.
Right. Well, and I think you probably have a sense of where your areas of expertise are. That's where it's appropriate to give. You can tell someone who loves to give advice on things they're not qualified to give advice on. That's a different experience.
Yeah, sure.
So
I would try not to do that.
Yeah.
But this person I was talking to earlier was guilty of the classic thing where he's like really enjoys writing code and doesn't really enjoy the other parts, and so he's like doesn't have quite enough customers, and like I think what maybe I want to do is like make another product. And I was like, like, let me just tell you what I'm hearing right now. This is like, how do I make it so that the problem I have is an answer I can, like, where the answer is code.
Right.
And I was like, and then we all do this. I totally get it.
Yes. Classic. Trap.
Yeah. He's like, this is what I like about MicroConf. It's just like, everyone just tells me, like, you need to get better at sales and marketing for like 2 or 3 days, and then I go off and actually do it.
Yeah.
That seems to be the thing. Charge more and like do sales and marketing.
But we have to keep getting those things pounded in our head. Like a lot of those things are just, it's so easy for things to get out of balance in your own head. And so it's a helpful reminder, even if it's repetitive, some of those recurring themes,
Yeah, totally. Speaking of recurring, we had a recurring charge happen.
Nice.
Like someone like on a month-to-month plan that got rebilled, and that was with a couple extra seats they had added. Like they had some expansion
revenue.
Yeah, so it's expansion and recurring, and I was like, oh my god, it felt free. I was like, I just got this money for nothing.
Have you had any churn yet?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sadly, one person. We had one churner.
Okay.
It was like a solo person though, so I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I don't think those people are gonna work as well as the teams, honestly.
Right.
So that was fine. But
is that going to be a long term? Like, for the long term, you're going to have like a sign up for a solo person? Or?
My guess is we will at some point use that as like, okay, like everything's good and solid. Let's use this as like kind of like lead gen kind of thing.
Right.
Let's make it easier to get into. Let's let it spread really easily, and that will hopefully turn into dollars later. But that to me feels like a later thing, when the product is like kind of more tuned.
Yeah, and probably more of a niche use case too. Like there are people that we know that like to pair with each other, but that's not a predominant use case. Mostly companies are building software.
Yeah,
right.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
right. And like I can find one company that has 40 developers at it pretty easily, but like a freelancer is like one person.
Yeah,
so it's like I can sell 1 seat or I can sell 40 seats.
Yeah,
it's just I think clearly the focus now on teams makes sense.
Right.
Eventually, as like kind of a almost freemium kind of thing, might make sense to do that later.
Or some kind of like open source angle or something. Like if you're pairing for open source, like some kind of
education discount, something.
Yeah.
You want to wrap it?
I think so.
This is not our best audio quality ever, so we should not.
Yeah, we won't belabor it.
Force this on people too much.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm psyched to go have dinner.
Yeah, me too. I'm hungry.
All right. Show notes for this episode.
Show notes can be found at artofproductpodcast.com.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.